Rocky's Rock Talk. Rocky's Rock Talk. Interview 4. Okay, interview number 4. Okay, I can do this. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Hello, friends. Welcome to the 4th episode of Rocky's Rock Talk. I've interviewed everyone in the band, which means it's time to face the toughest guest of all. Me. Oh, thanks for having me. Yeah, I was in the neighborhood. Yeah. Well, thank you for stopping by. But now, for my first question. If you had a superpower that matched how you really feel inside, what would it be? Yes, Rocky, that is a good question. I would say the ability to pause time. But really to do that, I would just want to do that just so I could eat a sandwich without being interrupted. Yes, Rocky. Honestly, same. But now, question 2. Would you rather be invisible or turn into glitter? Glitter. People may not always see you, but they'll be stuck with you for years. Wow, yes. Poetic, messy, on brand. Now, question 3. What's the weirdest thing baby Rocky believed as a kid? Oh, man. Let's see. When I was a kid, you know what it was? I used to believe that thunder was Sky Giants bowling. And I tell you what, I still kind of believe it. Aha! I knew it. Yes, very, very profound. I knew it. Yes. Okay. All right. Question 4. If your drums had a dream, what dream would your drums dream? If my drums could dream, I think they would dream to be played in a marching band on the moon during a battle between raccoons and robots in the dark, but stroby, like stroby, you know what I mean, and live on YouTube. That is so specific. Well, I've had time to think about this kind of thing. Oh, that is a good use of time. But now, question 5. What is the worst idea you ever had that kind of worked? Worst idea that kind of worked? I would say the time when I used nacho cheese as hair gel. Nacho cheese as hair gel? Was this recent? Look, time is fake. Yes, touche. Okay. But now, question 6. What sound makes you feel safe? Sound that makes me feel safe. I think whenever we play as a band, when the crowd just goes quiet, and right before we hit the first note, yeah, it's that moment that it feels like magic is about to happen. Yes, you're right. It does feel that way. Very good. But question 7. What's a question no one ever asks you, but should? Nobody really ever asks, how's your hearts? Okay. How is your hearts? Hearts? Yes, hearts. Because, yes, hearts. Well, okay, they're loud, a little weird, loyal, they're still figuring it out, Yes. Well, same. I guess these are the things that happen when you have multiple hearts. Yeah, right? I know. I guess that's probably why nobody thinks to ask. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, very few other creatures in this forest, in this world, have multiple hearts the way you and I do. But alas. Okay. But now, okay, the time has come. We're almost done, buddy. Time for the bonus question. What's your theme song when you walk into a room? Think just a big heavy bass drop. But one that's made entirely of frog noises and wind chimes. Or The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News. Totally 80s, totally sincere. Drums, horns, heart, more than one. Absolutely. Totally. Yes, I respect that. Chaotic Serenity. Yes. Well, that's it. That's the season. We laughed, we cried, we learned that Twig hugs pine cones and Fawn might secretly be made of sparkles. And me? Well, I'm just a drummer, asking quality questions and hoping someone else is courteous and courageous enough to answer. But, yeah, I knew it. That's our band. So, tune in, my friends. Or, as I always say, tune weird. Hey, that was really good. Thanks for doing that. Oh, of course, it's only fair. I interviewed everybody else in Star Forest. Of course it would be your turn. Yeah. No, but still, I do appreciate it. It's good to, it's good to have these kinds of conversations, these really hard-hitting questions that make you really think, Yes, I've learned how to interview from the very best. One Phineas Fox. Oh, I love Finn.
Rocky's Rock.